Hi there, this is Eric, and this is a fig off of a local heirloom variety to me. It's for anybody that is wondering, and you don't have a Celeste, this is a Celeste variety of some kind. Now, when I first got into growing figs, I like many people, see a fig tree off in the distance in a neighborhood and go, oh my, there's a big fig tree in that person's yard. And it happened to be one day I was driving by and saw this big fig tree in someone's yard, and they happened to be outside, so I stopped. And they lived down the street from where I used to live. So I stopped and struck up a conversation. They said this was an heirloom variety that their mother brought up with them from California 40 years ago. And at the time, I remember thinking, wow, that's so cool. What a cool story. And then I had the realization that 40 years ago was the 80s. Or late 70s, as it were. That's a me. So, heirloom variety in this instance is a little bit of a stretch, I think. This was probably bought at a big box store in California back in the late 70s. It's a Celeste. So we can still cut it open and look at it. I have this tree in the ground because the mother tree is in the ground here in my town and does very well and ripens a lot of figs. And that's what it looks like. So very lovely. A little bit of honey pooling in the center there. Small figs, but ripening here on September 18th in ground, not on the sunniest part of my yard. So we'll give this a taste and see what it's like. Oh, that's a Celeste. That is sweet. Wow. It's a good fig. You know, Celeste is a classic, and very, very sweet figs, and nice little jammy bites of goodness. Not a super complex flavor, but as the mother tree is so prolific and does so well here in my location, I wanted to grow this one. And I've grown other Celeste varieties. This is the one I kept because it had the local connection. Whether you're growing Texas peach, whether you're growing the one, there's several of them. Sweet Diana is one. There's another one at a convent here locally, about half an hour away from me, that puts out amazing figs every year because of the microclimate it's planted in. But they're just very good, very classic kinds of figs. All right, take care.